Hello, everyone. Welcome to this special call about the Shreem Brzee Collective program. So today what I'll talk about is what that means, what the program is, and then see what questions you have. So thank you so much for attending. So my name is Rada or Gina. Many of you know me. And what is the Shreem Brzee Collective? Dr. Pillai talks a lot about collective consciousness, and that by doing things in a group and engaging with community, we actually create more, right? We magnify our ability to manifest when we're together, okay? Just like what Jesus said, when two or more of you gather, I will be there, right? So we're bringing in more energy the more people we are in unison. And so the Shreem Brzee Collective was birthed out of this. And for the desire of many of you who wanted to keep your Shreem Brzee community alive, because it is so beneficial, because we have had such amazing experiences with the loving family energy of how to help support one another. If someone's down, picking them up. If someone needs advice, giving that to them. Teachers being available on the calls as well as in Facebook in order to have you always feel and be supported. Not to mention our wonderful staff support who are always providing you what you need to help you do your practice. Okay, so the collective is the collective consciousness of folks joining together to practice their Shreem Brzee techniques, the meditation and mantras and other things that we've been teaching. So that's why it was birthed. Now, what's inside of it? Like, what's in it for you? So when you access the Shreem Brzee Collective program, there will be an online course. And in that course, there will be the Clear, Create, Accelerate methodology. And if you were in prior Shreem Brzee programs, you have learned that. If you weren't, then this would be new to you. And that is where we clear the past, right? We clear what has been holding us back. We clear the mindset and shift the mindset that has been holding us in certain patterns. And Dr. Pillai has given specific techniques on how to do that. Mindset is influenced by our ancestors, our astrology, our past lives, our current lives, our environment. So many factors go into what we think on a regular basis. And what we think on a regular basis is our mindset. And then that mindset determines what and how and when we can manifest. So when we're looking at the mindset and we're able to shift it through these divine technologies, these spiritual technologies and techniques from Dr. Pillai, then we get to shift the mindset and then manifest differently, hopefully better, right? More faster and more effectively. So that's our clear. And then our creating what we want to manifest. The creative process, using the Shreem Brzee meditation. We have a beautiful Shreem Brzee meditation where you're creating in the palms of your hands. Some of you already know that that's the technique we're going to continue to use in the collective. So also you want to, so we've taught that technique and we'll be teaching that again, as well as goal definition, follow through. Dr. Pillai has said, you know, you can't just lie in the bed and think about something. You also have to get up and do it. But you should also be lying on the bed and thinking about it, because that's your creative visualization. That is your internal manifestation process. And then there's the external, where you're putting it into action, putting it into play, right? And then you get to accelerate, part 3, those techniques that you are now doing and implementing so that it is happening faster for you. And so what goes into accelerating your manifestation process? Time energies, knowing what to do when, that's going to be most beneficial. Remedies at home or being done for you. The meditations and the mantras accelerate your manifestations, right? So these are the 3 components: create, clear, create, and accelerate for your manifestation. And we will be really focusing in on that so that, you know, you're really in a state of manifesting, okay? So that's the teaching portion of the Shreem Brzee Collective. in a very small nutshell. The next is so what we're calling that is the structure aspect, right? So there's tons of teachings out there from Dr. Pillai, especially there's tons of teachings for manifesting. There's tons of teachings for Shreem Brzee. But unless you have a structure to follow, what are you going to do? Unless you have a plan, you're kind of just meandering, right? At least speaking for myself, until I have a plan of what I'm going to do, then it doesn't really land for me. I'm not really getting anywhere with any information I've gathered. If I know about wellness and health, but I don't have a plan of when I'm going to the gym or the yoga studio or how I'm going to take care of my body, it doesn't happen. Right? So the same thing with your life, same thing with your life. So if you have, I think I want to do that, and then you get caught on the everyday, there's no structure and there's no plan. And that's what this program will help you to do. Put into structure, put into plan. And so then we have that. So now we have a structure, which is the course. And you're going to have access to this as long as you're a member of the program. The next component of it is community, right? So, okay, you have your structure. The next component is support. So you have your structure, and then what do you need? And once you have your structure is support. So you have the support of knowledgeable people who have been around these techniques, who have used them, who have had their ups and downs, what worked, what didn't work, and you have access to those people. For 5 days a week, you have access to Pillai Center teachers. There's not that many Pillai Center teachers. They are literally handpicked by Dr. Pillai and trained, and that's who is a Pillai Center teacher. Literally, there's not that many. You have access to them on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays. Okay, 4 days a week. But there are, and then the Friday chanting calls are led by facilitators, not teachers. But so you do have 5 different weekly group calls that you can join, but 4 of them are led by a Pillai Center teacher. So, and you also have access to the Pillai Center teachers inside of your Facebook group. And also for support is the admin support, is the staff support, is the facilitator support. All the people who have been in these programs before are there to help and assist, as well as the folks who work for Pillai Center who are constantly thinking of ways to make things easier and better for you. Literally, they're always asking me, can we do this? Can we do this? And so it's we've grown over the past 18 months of implementing these different Shreem Brzee programs and learned what has been working for you. And we're implementing all of that so that you have a program that really suits your needs and is successful and effective. So support. So you have your structure, the program itself, you have support, you have the expertise of teachers who have been around Dr. Pillai for 20 years, you have the love, the compassion, and knowledge of those who work for Pillai Center, who are creating ways to better support your journey. And then you have the community. The community is all of you, it's all of us. Beyond the structure, beyond the roles and responsibilities, we are all human beings on this path. And what do we want is a better life for ourselves and the world, right? Boil it down to that. We just want a better life for ourselves and the world. And that is what we can do and accomplish inside of this program. Why? Because the more you meditate, the more you're implementing Dr. Pillai's divine techniques, the more your energy will expand into your environment, into your household, into your neighborhood, into your workplace, into your city, your state, your country. The more of us that are here doing this and magnifying these energies, then that energy is making an impact on those around us. And then the more people who are doing it, we're literally shifting the consciousness of the planet. That's why it's so important to have so many more people engaging consistently in meditation. Dr. Pillai says this many times, this is the way to the golden age. This is the way of the golden age. We all have to come together and meditate. We have several quotes of his saying that, and this program is one of those ways to do that. So the community that I've seen grow over the past 18 months has been so inspiring to me. Like, I love doing the Sunday teaching calls because I love connecting with a group of positive people who are wanting to bring these teachings into their hearts, minds, and souls to make a difference for themselves and for others. And, you know, that's the golden age, right? There just needs to be 1,000 times more of us in order to make it even more effective. But you're the pioneers. You are the ones on the front line. And we're happy to be that, right? Like, we all want to be part of something that changes the world. And so why Shreem Brzee? Okay, so we did our structure, support, community. And those are the main components of this collective and why it was created. And then the, you know, kind of stepping back, what is supporting the whole thing is the Shreem Brzee mantra and Dr. Pillai's energy. And why? Well, Dr. Pillai's energy is that which makes the mantra potent, right? You have to receive a mantra from an enlightened master in order for it to be at its most powerful. So we've got that going for us. And then why Shreem Brzee? Shreem Brzee is life energy. It is not just money. It's not a money mantra. It can be. Some people use it for that and it works. But for those of us who want a 200% life, who want spiritual and material, the Shreem Brzee mantra brings that together. Brzee can remove negativity, remove scarcity, remove the things that are holding us back. And Shreem is this life force energy that brings forth abundance. So a removal of scarcity and the creation of abundance, all in one mantra. And the archetype behind the mantra is a beautiful goddess. It's a divine feminine being who wants to bless us with prosperity and abundance in our lives, both inwardly and outwardly, right? Spiritual and material, inner and outer wealth. That's what Shreem Brzee is giving us. So it really covers everything, right? It's the karma removal as well as its manifestation abilities. So that's why Shreem Brzee. So how the program works, a little bit into the logistics, is it is a month-to-month membership program. You can join or cancel at any time. If you join for the full year, it's from the time that you register 12 months later. Same thing with the month. It's from the time of the month you join till the next month. You only have access to the online program for the time that you are a paying member, because we will be updating that with the live calls and all that. So it's really not fair to let someone who's dropped out of the program continue to have access to that. So same thing with the Facebook group. The Facebook group is for those of you who are participating in the membership and who really want to make this a priority. So we've noticed that if you pay for something, and I myself included, if I pay for something, I am more committed to it, right? If I pay for a gym membership, I'm probably gonna go. Or if I pay for a trainer, then I'm gonna show up, right? Because I have some skin in the game. And the membership helps us do that, because there's plenty of free groups that you can join, Facebook groups, for example. And if those are working for you, fantastic. But if you want to be part of something where there's an additional commitment level there for you, then this membership would probably help. And what will you receive inside of the membership? There's 3 different levels. And I will actually share my screen in order to show it all to you. And while I'm doing this, I want to mention, going back to the structure, support, and community, think of it also, I think of it as like the gym, right? So the structure is having a regimen to follow. The support is having an expert to talk to, let's say a coach or a trainer. Sure. And then having community, like if there's people there who are supportive and helping you kind of get to the next rung of your commitments. So those 3 components are in other things in our lives as well. We just have to, and they work, right? I've noticed, that's what I've noticed anyway. So please note any questions that you'll have. I'll get to those at the end of the presentation. Okay, so now I'm get rid of this. Now I'm sharing my screen, so you should be able to see the website here. So here's some more information, and then here's where I mentioned the structure, what you're getting. This is all on the site. And then support, teachers, staff, other members. And then here's the community. And also inside of the community are the different weekly sessions. So let's talk a little bit about that. So the first one is a group manifestation coaching, and then that's with me, right? So or with another teacher, could be too. Every Sunday, we're going to be hosting calls that allow you to talk, that will be talking about the, we'll go back to that. So every Sunday we'll be teaching calls, and we'll be getting information or using information from the content, but also sometimes it'll just be spontaneous. Like maybe Dr. Pillai talked about faith that week, and we'll talk about that. So we'll be incorporating different topics. It's just like getting together and having satsang, if you know what that is, right? Satsang is a group of people, like-minded people, discussing a topic, spiritual usually, in nature, that helps them to understand it better. Dr. Pillai has often told us, get together and talk about these techniques so that you understand them better. So the Sunday calls will have some structure to them in terms of every month will be a different topic, but there may also just be like, hey, this week we're going to talk about X, right? In order to have us understand this and just get to it a little deeper and a little better. Hey, folks, I've been doing this for like 19 years with Dr. Pillai. I always continue to get something out of conversations about these topics. It never ends. So if you think, oh, I've already heard it all, no, because maybe you've heard something being said, but maybe when we discuss it together, a new revelation comes out of it. And that's usually what happens for me. So Sunday teaching calls will set up the kind of direction or kind of, direction for the week and the month. So in the essentials level, which is the $18 per month level, you'll have one teaching call per week, per month with myself or another Pillai Center teacher. And then the, let's just make sure I'm looking at the right things. So the essential package is $18. The enhanced package is $54 per month. And that is weekly calls, sessions with myself or another teacher. Then we have the prayer group. So again, what's really powerful is getting together in group and in your speaking your manifestations. The purpose of these Monday miracle calls is that we're going to be speaking your manifestation. Like, hey, I'm manifesting this. If you feel comfortable to do that. There's three purposes to the Monday calls, the miracle calls. One is to speak your manifestation if you choose to do that, if you feel comfortable and safe. Two is to state a miracle that has happened to you in the prior week. When we state a miracle, we're acknowledging it. When we're acknowledging it, we're giving it gratitude. And when we have gratitude, we're bringing more into it. So even if it was, oh, my daughter stopped by and gave me $5, or my daughter stopped by and took me out to lunch, or my daughter stopped by and gave me a hug, right? Like acknowledging every little miracle. And I like to say every miracle counts, count every miracle. Because when we do, we become so much more sensitized to them showing up in our lives, and we can spot them. And guess what? When we spot them, more come. Okay, so we're aligning with the miracles by relating to them, by acknowledging them. So you want to state a miracle that's happened to you, and it could be big or small, it doesn't matter. And then we'll pray together. So it's a great opportunity to put forth any prayers you may have, but mostly just mentally we'll be putting out the supportive energy for the entire group. Not everyone who's even on that call, because not everyone can join every call, but we will be praying for everyone in the program. Like that collective consciousness will be a bubble supporting you. I love this. Dr. Pillai years ago wanted us to do a prayer group, and we did for many years, but then we stopped it. So I'm happy that it's going to be happening again. So that's Monday, miracle calls. Then we will be having group manifestation meditations. Those are going to be on Wednesdays. these calls are being led by astrologers. So how fantastic is that, that you get access to one of the Pillai Center. There's only a couple people who are Pillai Center teachers and astrologers, and those folks will be hosting Wednesday calls. So right now the Monday call is being hosted by Padma, who is Ujwala. The Wednesday's calls will be hosted by Lalita and Vali. They'll be going back and forth. And so you'll be doing your group meditation, your manifestation meditation together. Again, compounding the benefits of group meditation. And then after that is done, Q&A on anything you may want to ask them about the program or about time energies, specifically time energies that are supported with in this program, which would be some of the basic wealth building supportive timeframes, moons, phases, and birth stars, things like that. And then we shift over to Friday, and Friday we have chanting calls that will be happening at different time zones around the world. And those are not led by teachers, those are facilitators, licensed facilitators. So we're very happy to bump them up into and get them some things to do and ways to connect with folks. And the reason for that is on Fridays, we're ruled by Venus, so that's a very powerful time for Shreem Brzee. So we'll be doing Shreem Brzee chanting. Again, getting together magnifies and multiplies the blessings and the number of chants that you're doing. And one will even be in Spanish. I'm really excited about that. They'll just be different time zones. So that's Friday. And then Friday evenings, US time, or Eastern time, will be the Fire Labs led by folks who have been powered by Dr. Pillai to lead Fire Labs. Sudrita will be doing most of them. Swamini Vali will be doing some, Lalita Devi will be doing some, perhaps even myself or other people will be doing them. But those will be happening every Friday night. So those are the weekly calls or the weekly sessions. And let me just check in to see if there are any questions so far on what we have talked about. So someone's saying, I feel we should have a Fire Lab only option as part of the options available. So you would then pick the enhanced level, because Fire Labs would normally cost $27 each. If you times that by 4, we're over $100. This is half the price of just the Fire Labs. So if we did Fire Labs only, they wouldn't be any less expensive than the level 2, the enhanced package. So if you're only interested in Fire Labs, then go for that. And you don't have to attend anything else. So if that's all you're looking for, then, then that's there for you. So I hope that helps answer your question and your desire. Please post any other questions or suggestions that you have in the chat. So now I really am going to share my screen and go into the rest of how the program works. So here's your membership features. We talked about that. You have your foundational training, access to your online membership site. You have the 5 weekly group events, the Facebook group, exclusive discounts. Okay, I didn't talk about this just yet. You'll often see that Pillai Center and AstroVed send out early bird discounts or things like that. You will receive early bird plus an additional discount. Your coupon codes will always be more, have more savings than anything released to the public. So if you, let's say, buy anything, and let's say you're spending the $18 per month or the $54 per month, and you buy maybe a couple other things in Pillai Center, then you're probably making back the money you've actually spent through the discounts that you would receive, depending on what you may be purchasing. So I'm really excited about the discounts because I love giving you additional support and additional favoritism, really. Do my best to really put as much as much benefits into this program as we possibly can. So I hope that that comes through. Karen is asking, what about a discount price package option for Fire Labs only? Again, it won't be any less expensive than 54. Or are you talking, so just specify, Karen, if you mean the ones that are included here, the Western ones every Friday, or if you're talking about other ones. Kimberly's asking, if I start at $18, can I upgrade later? Yes, absolutely. So let me just get back here, and then I'll get to your other questions. So your exclusive discounts, like I said, they're going to be more savings involved than any other public discounts or coupons that you see. And then on the accelerated level, there's 3 levels, 1, 2, and 3. There will be done for you rituals in India. So let's go back to our shared screen so I can go through that part. So here's the next section on the page, and here's the layout, right? So the essential monthly membership. It's called essential because it's got all the essentials, the basics that you'll need for your manifestation, your Shreem Brzee practice. And that includes the membership site, the group manifestation coaching once monthly, group manifestation meditations every week, group miracle sharing once every week, chanting every week. Notice there are no Fire Labs in this level. Next, you'll have 20% off of the Financial Karma Solutions Remedy Package, which if you click this on this site, you'll get to that page. And there's some just additional remedies. This is a great discount on it as well. And you can do it on, I believe, any level of that package. You have access to the community via the Facebook group, of course, email support, and then discounts, the discounts that I mentioned. Now, if you do the yearly versus the monthly is $18. And yearly, you basically pay for 12 months in advance. You get a discount because we're lowering the price of that monthly payment and giving you a $50 coupon that you would use one time towards any Pillai Center offering. So you basically just got $50 for free if you do, excuse me, the yearly. Next is the enhanced. So basically enhanced has everything that the essential has, and then it starts, the new stuff starts in bold. Well, it's supposed to be. I guess this shouldn't really be bold because it's part of that. Oh no, this is a little bit more. So there's some additional coupons for you folks in the enhanced level. And then for your 12-month bonus, you have the $50 coupon as well as a $100 coupon from the Academy. So if you want to buy other courses, there's another $100 you're receiving. $54 a month, or if you buy yearly, it's $550 for the whole year. Now let's go over to accelerated. So we call it accelerated because it's your way to have all the basics, all the great information, all of the support plus remedies done for you in India. So all the same things, and then we start with our, sorry, I think I skipped right over this, but I mentioned it before. So in the level 2, the enhanced, you have the weekly Shreem Brzee Fire Labs. They're interactive Fire Labs. And then here on level 3, we have Friday Shreem Brzee hydration ceremonies in India. So Lakshmi Abhishekams, basically hydration rituals. The karma removal packages. So every month there's 2 pradoshams, 2 13th moons. You'll have remedies done for you on those days. And then for the full moon, you'll have the ritual done for you in India by the Vedic specialist every full moon. And you'll also have a group Tarpanam or ancestor offering every new moon. So I like to think of these as the basics, like the necessities for remedies that get done for you. The full moon, you always want to do something for the full moon because that's where your abundance is. Calling on Shreem Brzee and having that be accessible. Then you have new moon where you want the ancestors to be appeased. That's part of the clearing out process. And then the pradoshams, or the karma removal, again, part of the clearing out process so that we can shift at the soul level. And then for the added benefits when you sign up for your 12 months, you have a one-time $100 for Pillai Center offerings and a one-time $100 for the Academy. And if you sign up, and that's $127 per month or $12.95 for the year. Now, if you, we should add these all up individually, because if you add it all up individually, level 2, just with the Fire Labs, like I mentioned, would be over, probably be $120, something like that. Or a little over $100. Then this one with the, these karma removals are $19 each, so that's $40. These two are $36 each. So we're already getting beyond, like way beyond, sorry, I don't have the numbers in front of me, but there's significant savings when you purchase the group benefits. So let's see now if there's any questions. What is the Miracle Course and how is it different from Shreem Brzee Immersion Extension? Okay, I will get to that. Okay, so someone's asking that they purchased it already, they don't see it in their programs. This course will show up in your programs this Saturday. It won't be available before then because we're not starting the program until April 14th. So your course will show up around April 13th. So even though you purchase, you'll receive a little welcome email, but there won't be access yet. And yes, you can upgrade later. Melissa's asking, are the Pillai Center discounts the same as Astrovet offers? Yes. Whatever Astrovet offers and sends emails about, Pillai Center has all the same products and services, with the exception of like astrology readings. We don't do those, but those usually aren't on special every month. So what usually happens is Astrovet puts out specials on rituals and remedies that get done. Pillai Center has the exact same ones. You will receive additional discounts for all of those specials, or at least most of them. Some we have some restriction on, but most of them you will receive an additional discount on them. Laura said, can we choose the level every month if we pay monthly? Yeah, I believe you can. I think you would have to stop. I mean, if you go monthly, it's recurring until you stop it. So you would have to then stop your session and change it to another level if you like. Will the added benefits like hydration be televised on Astrovet TV? No. They will not. They're typically not. The only ones that usually are the full moon Fire Labs are usually televised. There's a question, why isn't the Western full moon Fire Lab included in any other packages? That's a good point. We probably can add that. I think we could probably add that to the accelerated level. Can we cancel for any reason? Yeah, there's no questions asked. If you don't want to continue, you just cancel your program. Melissa's asking, will Mina be doing any in this program? Probably not in this program, but she will be doing a coaching program that will be starting in May. Although what will likely happen is every month I'll probably have a guest teacher come on. Mina would likely be one of them. And when I say that, I mean that in the enhanced package, the level 2, where we're doing weekly calls. So I'll probably be inviting a different teacher at least once a month to give variety and new insights. Did I miss any questions? Please post questions. Okay, yeah, so Karen is asking about the Western Friday Night Fire Labs. So I hope I answered that question, Karen, where even if we put a package together for the Friday Fire Labs, it won't be less. We could, I mean, we could put it together and sell that separately, but it won't be less than the $54 a month, because we really, the incentive here, what we want to do is to help give people a lot of support and have them in the community where that community is continuing to grow. So if we put together a Fire Lab discounts for just the Friday nights, it would probably be a little bit more because it would have to be a separate unit. Okay, good. Any other questions? You'll notice the pricing is not too far off from the silver and gold that we did. And I wanted to keep it that way, it's a little lower. And then we added another level below that for anyone who doesn't want to sustain that that cost. And then we'll be doing something a little higher for those who want to join coaching, but that will be introduced later and separately because it's not going to be an ongoing throughout the year. The collective is something that will be consistent every month, that you know this is what's going to happen. Coaching will be happening at different times with different coaches, and so then we'll be rolling those out as they happen. Stay tuned because there'll be some exciting coaching notices this month, so that will be definitely occurring. But it's more like add-ons. So this is going to be your kind of your base membership, and then you can add on remedies, additional remedies, as well as coaching. Will the Full Moon Fire Lab still be available for purchase separately? Yes, yes. So there's two Full Moon Fire Labs. There's the ones done by the Westerners where we do 1,008 Shreem Brzees. And then there are the ones done in India, and those are usually live streamed and part of a package or sold separately. And that will be continuing. Stephanie's asking, will we see Dr. Pillai? Not in person. I mentioned just recently that he's not doing any more in-person events. There's nothing scheduled right now. As far as coming on a session, likely not. He's been retreating into more meditation and working on some other things. So we'll see. We never know what's going to happen, but we wanted to create a program where we knew the consistency of what would be offered. And all of these are based on his teaching. So yes, you'll be seeing him through the audios and the videos, the recordings, because all those are accessible in your site. But as far as live, we're not sure. We don't know what he's going to do. Oh, and then someone else asked about the Brizzy Miracle Maker program. So the Brizzy Miracle Maker program is a program that was recorded in the late 90s. And if you see the videos, you'll see it's very grainy, low quality. It's kind of very like a home shot thing. But the beauty of that program is that it brings in the Brizzy mantra as well as several other mantras where Baba says it helps to shift your energy into a miracle maker zone. And really beautiful. It's because it's so, it's like what's the word, kind of throwback Baba, you know, with the long beard and things like that. So it's a really great program. I know it's just come out. It's separate from this though. This is totally different. So that would be something like, you know, we always put out different programs on the Academy, and that would be something, so that'd be just something additional you would do. So I recommend you do it because it's an amazing program, but it's not part of this ongoing support. Hope that makes sense. Someone's asking, what is the difference between the Brizzy Miracle Maker program and the Take Back Your Life course? And the difference is that the Brizzy Miracle Maker program is, has the Brizzy mantra as well as a few other, hold on a second, mantras and meditation. It has one meditation, right? And a long mantra that we break up into different mantra loops. So basically it has one technique. And then it has a lot of different ways to be supported inside of that technique. The Take Back Your Life program is a course that Dr. Pillai taught in 2018 during the Vedic New Year, which was about 1 year ago today. About 1 year ago. And that has 5 different modules in it in terms of, I believe it has like maybe 5 different teachings and 5 different mantras. Maybe Donna can help me out with those details, but it definitely has several different techniques in it. One to clear karma, one to activate the entire brain for shifting out of limited consciousness, a Shreem Brzee technique, and I think that might be all. But so there's different techniques in all of these programs. Please note also that the Shreem Brzee the Brizzy Miracle Maker and the Take Back Your Life are all self-study. You're doing that on your own. So you purchase it and you go through it, the program, and you have that experience. And we always love Dr. Pillai's online courses, right? And that's what those are. The collective, the difference in the collective is that you get that community, the support, the ongoing connectedness with the teachers, with the staff, with, and then anything new, you know, like when you're in something like this, someone like myself, other Pillai Center teachers who have access to Dr. Pillai, where he'll drop in some new information, we bring that to you. Like it's all real time. The evergreens or the self-study programs, they're fixed, right? You're getting that information that was delivered at that moment in time, and that's what you're getting. And it's incredible, and it's useful. So that's just the difference between a live program and what we call an evergreen or a self-study program. And I personally think both are fantastic. They just offer different uses and different way you can consume them. So the technique in this program, for example, is going to be the same technique. It's not going to change every month. It's not going to but we're going to be able to go deeper with that one technique, and we're hopefully going to be able to add to the experience of what your creative process, your manifestation process, your life, right? By having these interactions, by having group support. Someone's asking, which program has the initiation of Dr. Pillai's Diksha? All of them. So any program that has a Dr. Pillai, either visually or audio, or video or audio, giving you a technique, that's an initiation into you, because he transcends space and time. He can go through the recording devices that were used to capture him at that very moment. Yeah, so Donna put in the chat, Brzee Miracle Maker is a self-study program. Take Control of Your Life has lots of different techniques and a new mantra. And she put the link in there. Any other questions? I'm trying to think, is there anything else I wanted to say? I've had so much fun the past 18 months, like engaging with the community and serving as one of the teachers in this program, that I have received great benefits. And it just has all of what Dr. Pillai has been asking us to do for years: getting together in community, getting together and discussing topics, making sure we have consistency in our practice. So many times, myself included, I've gone to an event or watched a video or done a course, an online course, and then did it for maybe at one time or a couple weeks and then haven't done it anymore. Shreem Brzee, by being in this program, I have created a consistent practice of this technique, and it has helped me immensely. I have manifested a new car, a free vacation, upgrade to business class without me having to pay for it, money coming back to me. So I've had, and happiness and connection with the goddess. Like, I have received great blessings because of the consistency and the commitment put into this technique and this mantra. So this is where I see the difference and the benefits, is that when you're inside of a program, you get the support of that community and the teacher and teachers and the course itself. Laura is asking, If we cannot register by April 14th, but let's say we register later for the whole year, do we have access to the previous recording starting from April? Yes, we do. So that's a benefit of anyone. Not that most people are going to go back and listen to all the recordings, but the teaching recordings will be there. What we are not recording and hosting are the actual chanting and meditation that happens on each call, because you can listen to that on an audio anyway. So we're not taking up space basically on our server by recording the meditations over again, but you'll get the whatever was spoken by the teacher in the group. Sarah's asking, if we had Millionaire Yoga program and Midbrain Miracle, do we need Brizzy Miracle program? Are the sounds different? You don't need anything. I don't want you to feel like you have to always purchase, but it is different. They are different. That's a different mantra. So there's different techniques in each of the programs. And why does Dr. Pillai do that? Because people are always asking for new and different techniques. That's one reason. Another reason is because different techniques will vibrate differently with different people. So some people love a certain technique, but maybe not another one. And so when you find something that really resonates with you, it's going to work better because you're already more aligned with it. But the meditation and the mantra in Brizzy Miracle Maker is a different technique. It's never been released, and it was recorded about 2 decades ago, 20 years ago. Patricia said, what will be the cost of the add-on for this course? How often will there be add-on? There won't be anything that will be like let's say, ongoing add-on unless you want to. Like, so for example, if you pick a level, your essential, enhanced, and accelerated for these 3 different price points, you get into that, and then that's your monthly thing. You're inside that, and you can change it to once you've, like, if you started the essential level and you're like, oh, I'd really like to do these fire labs, I miss them, let me bump up to that, or now I really like to do some added remedies, I to bump up to that. So you pick your collective level, and then what you can layer on top of that are more remedies. So there's this new financial remedy package that just came out, and that will be another way for you to layer on top of that. So that's like an add-on, right? It's a booster package for your practice. Another like add-on would be coaching. And those, we have to figure out the schedules so far of the coaching. There will be new coaching groups forming. It won't be specific to Shreem Brzee, but it'll be a way to pinpoint what you want what your goals will be and how to move them forward with a Pillai Center coach. So those will be, and then those have different time frames. So maybe one coach will, do sessions for 3 months or 6 months. Some coaches will do only individual sessions. Some coaches will do group sessions and individual sessions. So that's all being worked out, and that'll be released soon as well. So more of like how to benefit from coaching in Pillai Center. So I hope that helps, Patricia. As far as anything else that goes with this program, we don't know yet. If Dr. Pillai says to do something new or different, then we'll add it. But right now, we don't have any other add-ons. Any other questions? Questions, comments, suggestions? Many of you have been in other programs, so would love to hear your feedback, what you'd like to see, what would make this work for you, if we haven't already included it. All right, looks like that's all for the questions. Yeah, sorry, folks, I got a little carried away. You can unmute yourself if you would like to speak any questions. So someone's asking for a Fire Lab option only at reduced price. So like I said before, the Fire Lab option would not be any lower than the $54. So even if we offered it separately, which we could, you'd still be paying at least $54. You just wouldn't be getting reminders of the rest of the calls, which you don't have to attend, right? So you can open your line if you'd like to ask any questions. Sarah says, excellent value as always. Thank you, Sarah. We try. We really put a lot of stuff into it, and a lot goes in behind the scenes. So it's quite a commitment on our part as well, but we love to do that. Ra is asking, when will we know whether the full moon fire labs will be in the enhanced? They would be actually added to the accelerated level. Also, let me know what you think about those name levels. I thought we created them and now they're like not sticking in my head. So I'm not sure if they're going to stick, but they would be added to the accelerated level. You're welcome, Ingrid. Stephanie said, I'm excited. I was doing the new U course this morning when I got notification of this course. Oh, great. New U is fantastic. Yeah, this is a really high value program for what you're getting. And I just love that it's ongoing support to help you continue your manifestations. Question is, will the enhanced level get a coupon discount for the full moon fire labs? Yes, you will. As promised, special discounts for everyone. Any other questions or comments? All right. Well, if there are, please feel free to write us, office@pillaicenter.com or programs@pillaicenter.com, so that we can address whatever your questions or concerns or suggestions are. If you are in the Shreem Brzee immersion program, we just sent out, extension program, we sent out a survey. Please fill that out. We want to know how you did in the program, what shifted for you. And Dr. Pillai always wants to know those surveys. So please know that once you do it, it will be collated and he'll receive the results. So I hope that that will happen. Let me just double check anything else. All right, I guess that's it. Thank you all so much for joining. Big love to you. Have a wonderful, amazing week. So next week we start with our first Sunday teaching call for the collective, and I hope to see you there. Namaste.